All right, all right. How is everybody doing on this fine, smoky Saturday? Can't get outside. We're stuck inside. So let's continue our series here. What I've been doing, this is part two. I'm going over all of the goals that Jacob Markstrom gave up in games that he lost last season. The reason I'm doing this is because last year I did the same thing for Bobrovsky when he was struggling, and so now that Markstrom is on the Panthers, I said, let's just take a look and see, because I know for me, I was a defender of Bobrovsky. I felt like many times the Panthers defense let him down. In my video that I did for the first part of Markstrom, I covered 4 games. Today's video is also 4 games. So far, what I have seen is when you are watching the New Jersey Devils play defense, hide the women, hide the children. Definitely don't let the dogs watch. Awful just doesn't even cover it. Yeah, awful. Just the an absolute chaotic ineptitude. Chaotic ineptitude, I think, would be the best way to describe the Devils' defense in the 4 games that I watched. Now today we got a little bit of a different situation. We've got 3 games. I think he gave up 3 goals, 2 goals, and 2 goals. And then in the fourth game, he gave 9 goals. So, all right, without further ado, let's now how this works is we see the goal, and then we see the slow motion, and then we'll pick it apart. There's a couple goals that the highlights weren't there for the slow motion, so we'll just do the best we can. All right, so this is December against Dallas, and he what was that stat? You get it together here, Jaws. He allowed 3 goals on 28 shots for an 893 save percentage. Okay, so far. Here we go, and that one got in. Oh, I slipped past him. Oh, I think that gets deflected right before it gets. Yeah, he was screened a little bit there. We'll have to walk that back. He was screened just a little bit there. Let's see. Let's watch that one again. All right, so he pushes it off to the side. All right, now so far, the Devils are doing what they're doing, what they do best, which is puck watch. But I understand, right? Markstrom just shovel it off here. Now, if this is the Panthers, this guy is going to get the puck, and he's probably going to make himself available for a pass. Just my guess. So what happens? Oh, they all go to the corner, and everybody's watching. And there's a dude over here somewhere, I believe, right? Let's see. So they lose the board battle. They do. And look, like magic, somebody snuck in behind them because nobody's paying attention. Everybody has their back to the play, and the puck is in the back of the net. And so while you could look at that goal, say, well, maybe Markstrom might have, should have. It's awful defense. Okay? It's not a power play. You should not be losing your men when all 5 guys are watching the corner. It's just irresponsible at best. All right, so what do we have here? It's another non-power play. So let's see. Again, board work. Here we go again. Markstrom's watching things. And nice little give and go there. Okay. So what happened there? Let's watch this one again. I paused it by accident, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to put that on him. Let's watch the overhead. Coverage looks decent. This guy's okay. This guy's good. Coverage looks okay. So what happens? Well, so far, not a lot of intense skating by the Devils, right? Yeah, you just kind of let him sneak in there to the corner all by himself, and Dylan's just standing there. Yeah, I'm not going to put that one on Markstrom either. Again, you could have the miraculous save, but what I've noticed in this series of games is just not a lot of cohesion by the Devils' defensive structure. Right? They're just scatterbrained all over the place. Okay, so here comes the third goal that Dallas is going to get. Easy puck movement, no big deal. And he lost it at the side of the net. Okay, so that's one that didn't have a read. That's one that didn't have a slowed down replay. So let's see. So what happens here? All right, so coverage looks good. What's the front of the net look like? Hard to tell. You can see here Markstrom's going with the glove, which he's not been great with the glove. And then I think he gets it and he loses it at the side of the net, and then it gets poked in. So just the hockey goal. Just the hockey goal. So that's all he gave up in that game were those 3 goals. Is what it is. So nothing terrible. The first 2 goals, you'd like to see a little bit better defense. Nothing egregious, right? Just a regular role. Your goalie gave up 3 goals. Okay. Here we go, December 5th against Vegas. Again, 3 goals on 25 shots for an 880 save percentage. We'll see what we got. All right. Puck movement looks eerily similar to the last goal. It was a different game. Oh, and he gets beat. Here, let's see. Did that get deflected? Let's see. Right here, I mean, the defense is fine. Coverage is fine, right? One guy in front. No complaints there. Plenty of space. Now, that's a lot of space, but Markstrom's, I mean, that's a save you would like to think Markstrom's going to have, but does it get deflected? It went by too fast. Let's see. Here we go. No, he just misses it. Yeah, that's not. You need a save there. Come back over here. That's that shot of it. I mean, right here, there's not a lot of space here. He's got the post covered. You would think that this is a save. Where does that puck go? It goes. Now, why did he do that? So you see he's opening up the paddle here, and there's this little crease. For whatever reason, he opened that up, and that's right where the puck's going to go. What are you doing? That to me tells, and I'm not a goalie, so this is take it as you may. But to me, that looks like he's not tracking the puck, because if he was tracking the puck, he would have known to leave his paddle in and not try to blast it out. He just let that one in. All right, let's go on. Yeah, here's another shot of it. And he just lets it in. Okay, so here we go. Vegas has got the puck again. All right, Vegas is on a power play. So we do allow for a little bit of, like here's this guy wide open. They're having a nice conversation. I think they're exchanging cookie recipes. But it's power play. Somebody's going to be open, right? This is not the the Devils formation here. The Devils PK is not the most what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little funky. I think that's what we'll call it. All right, so where's this goal going to come from? Jeez. All right, so where's the puck go? Puck goes up high, right? Okay. I mean, look, here's your shooter. Unless this puck gets deflected, this needs to be a save. Does it get deflected? It might. Let's watch that in slow motion. If that gets deflected at the last second, I think it does. I think we're going to see one more angle. Yeah. Slow it down. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful deflection. That's an absolute beautiful deflection. So we're not gonna skewer Jacob on that one. That we'll just file that one under shit happens. All right, they've only get one more goal. So where are we? So we're in the third period. right? New Jersey's getting shut out. Vegas is on a power play. So take that as you will. How now? This is a little bit better. The double structure here is a little bit better. All right, let's see. He's just waiting. Oh, gee. Oh, no. Okay, so he lost it at the front of the net again. Let's see. Come on, camera. So he kind of loses it behind him, and then Dorofeev is right there to put it away. So, again, you're looking at this. I mean, there's some traffic, right? Dude's right in front of Markstrom. Puck comes. Markstrom gets a piece of it. It gets behind him. And that's the second time we've seen him lose one, and then it gets shoveled in on the side. So, again, that was what I would consider just your normal average. Your goalie gave up 3 goals type of game. Nothing egregious, right? The 1 goal, right? You'd like for him to not open up that paddle, but you're kind of nitpicking, but that's what we're doing in this video, right? So far, the first couple games, it seems to me like Markstrom's played well enough to get points in those games. Now, here we go. This is one of those games where it looks really bad, right? Kind of ish. So Vancouver, he gave up 2 goals on 15 shots, so it's an 867. So let's see. It's Vancouver. You gave up 2 goals to Vancouver and you lose the game? It's not like that can't be good. All right, what do we do, Jacob? Come on. I'm trying to stick up for you. So far, you're okay. Let's see. Again, another. That's the 3rd goal we've seen where a guy at the side of the net is going to put the puck away with the second opportunity. Forsling would never. Well, Forsling would just let it go in off his own body. So, yeah. I'm kidding. All right, so where are we? Are they on a power play? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Looks like they're on a power play. I must have missed that. But there's only 4 of these guys in the red. So we'll give them a little bit of slack here. And, okay. Right? And comes in, takes a shot. There's the rebound. Puts it away. I mean, you just can't let guys stand in front of your goalie and whack away at it, right? Just can't let them do it. But it's power play, so somebody's going to be open. So, all right, so you gave up a goal. And now here we come again. This is another power play. Okay, this is really good structure by the Devils. These guys are over here hugging. All right, you got, I don't even know. This is not good. Now I'm not an NHL power play coach, but I could probably pick this apart. You know what I mean? And almost sound like I know what I'm talking about. This is not a design structure of defense. So who's going to get this goal? I'm just going to guess. I'm sending this puck here and beating Markstrom glove side. That's what I'm doing. No, he moves into that spot. What the hell? Did it get deflected? That had to get deflected. That had to get deflected. That's not a goal. All right, boy, the number of times you see Devils chasing. All right, how the hell did this go in? He waits. Oh, I think that went off of whoever that is over there in the corner. There's the shot. Geez, Ekblad put it in. Huh? So what did I just said Forsling would put it in on his own, and immediately, I don't know who 5 is, but on every NHL team, number 5 is Aaron Ekblad. So that's it. That's it. Poor Jacob Markstrom gives up 1 power play goal. His defenseman puts it right in past him. Those are the only 2 goals he gives up. And, yeah, that's nice. So I thought we only did 4 games, but I guess we did 5. The last 2 are against the Islanders. So, okay. So, again here, remember, these are games that Markstrom lost. So now he just lost to Vancouver, gave up 2 goals. And here we are December 23rd against the Islanders. 2 goals on 25 shots for a 920. And poor dude's got an L for it. So let's see what happens here. Okay, let's see. What's this? Oh, this is this one. Oh yeah, this is not good. So a couple people have said that Markstrom's not exactly great at handling the puck. Now this is the 8th game that I've broken down in the games that he lost. This is the first goal that's on Markstrom handling the puck. So it's just a miscommunication. The puck comes down, and this should not be a goal. Okay, this should not. Markstrom is coming out. This I don't know how this can't be a goal, but Markstrom gets it to his man who just misses it, and either that or maybe Markstrom almost looks like Markstrom's trying to paddle the puck out of the zone. That can't be a goal. Right? Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, Jacob, but just stay in the net. 10 the goal. All right, so you gave up a goal. What did you do? Oh, here we go. We got a 3-on-2. So far, what I'm seeing, another thing that I'm seeing, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm speaking directly to you, Ekblad. All right? We can't have the breakaways. If you think Bob was bad in the breakaways last year, wait till you finish watching this series on Markstrom last year as well. So here we go. We got a 3-on-2. And a lot of these breakaways that I've been noticing so far, they're all ending up doing the same thing. I think this is Duclair. Is this the Duclair one? No, that's the next game. But I believe that what he's going to do is hold it. No? Yeah. No, they got it back. Oh, okay. So this is a different goal. There's so many in the next series, I've lost count. So, okay, so we got a 3-on-2. And, all right, dished it off. Oh, they missed. They missed the net, and it comes back around and surprises Markstrom glove side. Yeah, I'm not putting that. He misses, and it bounces around, and Markstrom's trying to find it, and then they get him going back the other way. I'm not putting that on Markstrom. Plus, they gave up 2 goals, and that's one of them. And he lost the game. So far, as a Panther fan, it's very interesting. The first video, the defense for the Islanders was a lot worse in the first video. As we know is the case sometimes when teams are struggling on defense and they then go and focus on defense more, all of a sudden they can't score. And we just had games of 3 goals, 2 goals, and 2 goals against our Markstrom, and he lost them all. Because I'm going in chronological order. I'm starting at the beginning of this season with the games that he lost. So the Devils are playing better defense, but now they're not scoring, and they're still losing games. Now, this is the last game we got here today. They're playing the Islanders again. 9 goals on 24 shots. And as you might suspect, I have a lot to say about it. So let's get into it. All right. Let's see. Moving the puck around. Boom, there you go. Now, right off the bat, well, let's finish this one. So they're battling. The puck comes out. Here we go. Decent puck movement. I mean, what can Markstrom see at this point? Like, if you're Markstrom, what do you see at this point? That is a maze of bodies. And then it comes off to the side. They dished it off to the side. That's actually a pretty good move. He could have taken the shot there, but he doesn't. And then the forgotten man over here, and Markstrom just can't get back fast enough. Now we're 3 minutes in here, right? We're 4 minutes in. All right, let's go. Oh, here we go again. This looks like the first video. This is a 3-on-1, and look at all these. The whole rest of the Devils team is all here in the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this poor schmuck's back here, and he knows what's fixing to happen. This is the Duclair one, yeah. So this is what, boom, just holds off on the shot, doesn't make the pass, and gets some glove side. And it looks worse in slow motion. So here comes Duke, and he just looks everybody off, and just Markstrom just can't handle the puck. Here's a really good shot of it. I mean, boy. Now, half of me wants to say, you got to cover the short side, but there's two Islanders over here, right? So what Markstrom's got to cheat a little bit. The problem is he cheats to the outside and then still gets beat to the outside. So okay, so now we've given up 2 goals and it's still early in the first. Okay, all right. Let's see what happens. Wait a minute. By the way, this is not the same goal again. You see the score, it's 2-0 already. This is not the same goal again. Boom. Same exact spot. Duclair comes down, and now it's not as much of a breakaway, obviously, but your goalie needs to make one of these saves, and just the exact same spot. I mean, the exact same spot. It's unbelievable. All right, so now here's my thing. It's now 3-0. We're not even full 4 minutes left, or full 4 minutes into the first period. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, Markstrom don't got it. Markstrom don't look like he's got it today, all right? It's 3-0. So I went and I wanted to be sure about things. So the previous game, this is January 6th. The previous game had been January 4th. And that game was won by was lost by Jake Allen. So the Devils had played the Canes. Allen gave up 3 goals on 29 shots for a .931. And so Allen had not played the day before. He had actually played the game before. So if you wanted at this point to be like, you know what, Markstrom, it doesn't look good for you today. It doesn't look like you have it. Allen could have played. Now, before I continue, one thing that I did notice, okay, that gave me a little bit of concern is when I said, oh, wait a minute, how did Allen do last year? Well, what were his final stats for the season last year were he started 36 games, it was 17-17. He had a 2.74 and a 9.04, which is significantly better than what Markstrom had playing for the same team. Now, I know sometimes teams will tighten up on defense when the backup goalie has been playing. I looked at Allen's stats from the previous year, a 2.66 and a 9.08. So for a couple of seconds there, I got a little twitchy. That why did we trade for Markstrom and Allen's numbers are not so. I'm not saying we should have traded for Jake Allen. I'm just saying we gave up a lot for a guy whose numbers were worse than his backup last year. That's all I'm going to say about that. So now let's go back to the next. So at this point, it's 16:37. Oh, I said 4 minutes into the first period. I misspoke. It's the second period. Okay. So that might change my POV a little bit on that. Now, the first 2 goals were still not great. That third one wasn't great at all. When I was watching it and my editing window was so small, I didn't realize this was the second period. So, yeah, you probably don't pull him now. And now somewhere along the way, we're going to get up to goal number 9, and you'd like to have seen maybe Markstrom get a period off. But I thought this was the first period, so I misspoke there. Now, let's move on because there's still 6 more to go in this game. And this is definitely a game where Markstrom just does not have it. And he just got left. When I say he got left out there to dry, when you see the end, you'll understand. All right, so this is going to be goal number 4. And that's in. Is that a power play? They don't have a power play graphic up. Hold on. Let's slow this down a second here. Hold on a second now. Hold on a second. I want to see that goal again. This must have been another one of those goals that didn't have a slow replay. All right, so that's the third one. Now let's watch the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be a power play. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not. Okay. All right, so how does this work out? There's a mess in front. We're over to the side, and he gets beat. And we don't have a slow motion of that, so it was hard for me to see it. Since it was a game with 9 goals, I guess the NHL didn't want to put slow-mo on every goal. So we'll just call that one a hockey goal. It was Duke again, by the way. All right, so now it's 4-0. Markstrom loses it by the side of the net, and he gets put back in again. Now, that's 3 times in this video. He has had the puck. He's lost it by the side of the net. All the same side of the net, too. So now we're 5-0. Now that's goal number 5. So we'll watch that if we got a slow-mo. Okay, and it looks like we do. Bad change. No, it actually was the Islanders changing. Okay, comes around. The puck goes all over the place. Blocks that shot. Markstrom's got his glove up for some reason. He loses it at the side of the net, and then nothing. Okay. Yeah. Hughes. Okay, what? That's not what I meant to do. Why did that stop at 5? That's weird. That stopped at the 5. That was the whole. That's interesting. So it did not. I'll find the rest of the video. No problem. So that was the 5th goal. So I'll save you guys the trouble here because for some reason my video got cut off and didn't show us the last 4 goals. But I can summarize the last 4 goals for us. They all quit. They all quit. The last 4 goals of that game were some of the most god-awful defensive effort and goaltending effort that I've seen. Now, I thought maybe Markstrom should have gotten pulled after the 2 quick ones in the first, but that's a little early. At 5-0 there in the middle of the second period, you got to pull your goalie. But instead, they left Markstrom in for 4 more. And 2 of them were like in the last 3 or 4 minutes, and they were just like, they were the body language of all these guys. I mean, it was just like, I tried to make a save. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I mean, it was bad. It was bad. So now I've reviewed 9 games so far. He lost 19. So what am I seeing so far? So I'm not going to lie and say I don't see anything that I'm concerned about. The puck handling around the net is not great. That's always been Markstrom, right? His glove is not spectacular either. It seems as though the breakaways, they're able to just wait him out. I've only seen like 1 or 2 on the breakaways where they're actually making the pass. Even though he's cheating for the pass, they're just the puck handler is just waiting it out and then taking the shot and beating him. Now, when I did the Bobrovsky videos, I did it in to try to defend Bob. Now, in the first video of Markstrom's I did, you can definitely defend him. This one's not as easy to make a defensive Markstrom. They're not bad goals. Like he gave up, 2 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals, and he's losing games. So that's fine. What I haven't seen, of course, I'm doing the games he's lost, right? I still would like to see, hopefully, a segment of games where maybe the Devils give us a little bit of an example of what it's going to look like when they're playing decent defense. What do I think we're going to see from Markstrom? Having gone over these games so far, and I'm going to finish them, but I would like to lie to you and say that I'm confident in Markstrom. Last year, and last year it seemed as though, and this happens to goalies on occasion, it seemed as though the puck just found a way in. You know what I mean? There was a lack of confidence when there was a breakaway and Bob was in net. We were like, yep, we know what's happening here. I'm not gaining a lot of confidence so far watching Markstrom's game. He's not awful. He's not terrible. To be honest, what I see on the ice is James Reimer. Now, maybe not his exact mechanisms, but a guy that he's going to give up 3, he's going to give up 4, he might give up 5 if he's not feeling all that great. He's not really going to win you a whole bunch of 2-1 games. Now, that said, Devils defense, as you've seen, is pretty bad. But I'm going into these videos trying to find positivity to defend Markstrom, and it's just very, very chaotic. He doesn't appear to me so far to be very much of a settling presence. So we shall see. I'm going to finish up his. It'll probably take me another couple of videos because these are already pretty long as they are, and obviously they're, and the NHL loves me this month because between the documentary and the Markstrom videos, they claim all the videos. So all $8 I would have made, they made. Documentary is doing good though. So, all right, that's going to conclude it for this one. Sorry about the little mistake there at the end. I don't know what happened. I did all 9. You don't want to see it. I saved you. I saved your eyes. It was bad. The last 4 goals of that video were just, it was disgusting. I think the universe just saved us all and said, no, we're going to stop the video now. Stop my editing software pulled Markstrom for us. Yeah. All right. I'll see you again in the next one.